Hello, welcome to our YouTube channel, and today I'm your host Yunia Karen, or the African Daughter. Today I want us to talk about causes that people with disabilities can take, courses that are marketable, courses that will ensure that persons with disabilities will be able to earn their living, that is after completion. So join me and be very attentive. Before we start, please promote us. Do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to watch up to the end, and also do not forget to share in various social media platforms. And I've forgotten to tell you where I am. I'm in Fraser Hotel, which is in Nyamira County. It's also very accessible. As you know, we promote matters concerning people with disabilities. This hotel is very comfortable, very friendly, very private. So whenever you come to Nyamira County, do not forget to come and have your meals, or even sleep in this hotel, I mean Fraser. So let's go to our video. Okay, first I want to start with the artisan courses. And these ones do not require much education. You find that, you know, persons with disabilities have very difficult life, and sometimes they don't make it to go to universities, but that is not the end of life. If you've gotten your D minus in Kenya, for example, you've gotten a D plain, you've gotten even an E, but I know we have different talents, so that is not the end of life. You can take artisan courses. And sometimes back, my friend Omwando talked about tertiary institutions. He talked of Sikri Vocational Center, he talked of Machakos Technical, he talked of so many schools. Now, these institutions, somebody with disability can go and do knitting, knitting like cardigans and socks and hats and capes and all these. And we have professionals who will help you undergo that course, and finally you will employ yourself. We don't have to rely on white collar jobs. So you can go for knitting, you can go for leather work, you can make very beautiful handbags, very beautiful shoes, very beautiful mats. You can do weaving of mats and baskets, and then you become self-reliant. You sell these things, and of course people like us who love beauty, of course we will buy. Those are number two. We have education. So many persons with disabilities have gone for education. They want to be professional teachers, and that is very good, because I once told you that persons with disabilities have very difficult lives, and when you mingle with children every day, at least that is a way of managing our stress levels. So we have so many professionals who are persons with disabilities, and we undertake our courses in tertiary institutions. He talked of Machakos TTC, he talked of all the Kenyan universities now promote special needs education. So you'll become a teacher and earn your living. Next, we have members of the judiciary. Persons with disabilities can do law, and finally you become an advocate or even a judge. You've heard of Josephine Senior, you've heard of Stanley Mutuma, you've heard of so many people with disabilities. And because disability is not inability, they study law, they advocate for us and for our rights, and then they earn their living. Sorry for the interaction. Okay, let us continue. I was talking about members of the judiciary, that is advocates and even judges. You've even heard of Mumbi Ngugi and so many others. They earn their living through advocating for others and even being judges. And then we also have health workers. regardless of your disability. There's a time we talked about different types of disabilities. Of course, we don't expect a visually impaired person to be a health worker. However, we have these jobs that they can do. For example, health record keeping. You know, persons with visually impaired also do computer. They have computer skills, they've done ICT, and so they can do health record keeping. But we have other disabilities, like the physically handicapped. We also have the hearing impaired. These ones can work as nurses. They can work as laboratory technologists. They can work as pharmacists, yeah, and they can also work as surgeons, I mean doctors. So your disability will determine the kind of health job that you will do. But we have so many doctors, we have so many physiotherapists. By the way, I'm a physiotherapist myself. So if you want to be massaged, maybe your veins, your muscles are bringing problem, you can call me. My number is there. You will get it in this channel. Then we also have social work and community development. Social work and community development. These technical institutions and even colleges that he talked about, they offer such courses to persons with various types of disabilities. A person who has done social work and community development, they can work in hospitals, they can work in VCT centers, they can work in prisons, they can work in children homes, they can work in children offices, yeah. So that is also a way of, apart from earning a living, you will be able to interact with various people who have different social problems. And by the way, my viewers, persons with disabilities are very good counselors. They've had enough of problems and they can really counsel you. So if you have an urge of maybe interacting with people, you can decide to do such a course, social work and community development. Then we have political science. We have so many persons with disabilities who are political scientists. And these ones, thank God, in Kenya now we have devolved government. There is devolution going on, and we have the county governments who need political advisors. So such people, regardless of their disability, or maybe despite the fact that they have a disability, they can act or they can do the job of advising leaders politically. Then we have diplomacy and international studies. Diplomacy and international studies or international relations. Now, this kind of people, they work as ambassadors. My viewers, a person with disability is not hindered from being an ambassador. And who is an ambassador? A representative of one's country in another. For example, we have so many people who represent us in different countries, either in Africa, in all the continents and in various countries. And also these countries have sent their representatives in our country to ensure that we have a good relationship between Kenya and all those countries. So persons with disabilities who have studied diplomacy and international relations or international studies can also work as ambassadors. They can also work in different embassies, yeah, in different embassies. So another course is procurement. Procurement, and this especially deals with maths. I think you understand in Kenya that persons with disabilities are entitled to receive tenders, government tenders. I mean, you are given an opportunity to supply something in government offices, in schools, and in all these public facilities. So what happens if you have done procurement and you're given a tender? you'll be able to navigate your way out without any hinges. We also have counseling psychology. Counseling psychology. In this world currently, so many people are entitled to different situations which are very stressful thanks to COVID-19. Now, if you have stress, if you are not psychologically fit, of course you need a counselor. You need someone to guide you, and you need somebody to at least carry your burden. You know, we are told that a problem solved, a problem shared is halfway solved. So even if you tell somebody, if you get somebody who is able to listen to you, at least you're lucky. And not only listening, you will be advised. Now, persons with disabilities act as very good counselors. I told you so. So a person a person who has that urge to interact with people, to share with people and all that, they can always go for counseling psychology, which goes hand in hand with peer education. You can also do human resource management. And we are not only talking about getting employed. You can form a consultancy agency where people come to you. You can form a recruitment agency where people come to you. You look for them. You find jobs for them, and then you recommend them to various companies in need of employees. Do you understand, my viewers? So you don't need to be employed. You don't need to get employed by somebody. You can form your own company. You can form your own agency where, for example, if it is procurement, at least you can also be a trainer. If it is human resource, you recruit people on behalf of companies. If it is, for example, you've done social work and maybe psychology and all that, you can get a license from the government and become a what? You train others on peer education and such kind of things. So, my friends, explore the world. And I've always told you, do not despair. My fellow persons with disabilities, do not despair, do not fear. Just come out of that situation you are in. Just explore the world. That comes to the end of our video. My viewers, my listeners, please do not forget to subscribe, to share, and to comment. And if you get a chance to visit Nyamira County, please remember Fraser Hotel. Thank you, and bye-bye.